podcast hosted by your boy Chucky B. Of course, I got my lovely co-host with me, Valentine, Becky, Adobe. Okay, you already know the vibes. We're just hitting y'all with 2 topics.
Is that a pause? You call me lovely.
Man, shut up.
Continue.
Yo, anywho, we was talking about pause earlier. We spoke about China and Africa and the colonization and what's going on there. And now Becky Wecky wants to talk about mulatto. So, or the issue, or what happened with
Do you guys
mulatto.
like this name?
So,
rapper mulatto.
I just found out that mulatto was a derogatory term. Not too long ago, and I honestly, that was over my head for a while. I didn't even know that.
Because she's trying to argue that she's taking back the name, like how we say, like, nigga.
What?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know any rapper named Lil Nigga. Yo, don't kill me. So, I'm just like, you know.
Imagine though.
What are we supposed to call you? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
What are the white people?
Because, like, I haven't even, like, the only time I listen to her music is honestly when she, like, pops up on my Twitter, and not even that. Because I'm just like, I'm sorry, but your name is mulatto.
Right.
Like, you can't act like you aren't, like, big in the head about your name. That's crazy.
But that's, I mean, like, we're here talking about it now, so, like, that's a good, like, marketing, like, you know, employing
Of
strategy.
course,
on
no,
her
and
part,
I
you
think
know
that
what I mean?
is. Because imagine if someone came out called Lil Nigga, we would all be like, yo.
What's
Who is
What's
this
right,
man?
right.
We would all be like, are you dead ass? But I don't know, like, the video of her calling her dark skin hairstylist, well, I can see she said
She's
it's her
dark skin?
best friend. I mean, brown skin, dark skin. I'm pretty sure the girl was dark skin.
Mhm.
But, black, darker than her. Alright? So I'm just like, dude, like, she called the girl her pet orangutan.
That's wild to me.
Pet
Especially in
orangutan.
this day.
Like, that's like, yo,
haven't learned.
And I
sheesh.
was like, whoa. And then she said her pussy was well
Ooh.
done.
Sheesh.
And I'm just like, honestly, it's sad because she knows that saying shit like that isn't gonna, like,
She's not gonna
take down her
gain.
career. Like, niggas is still gonna be like, oh my god, she's so fire. Like, this, and like, bitches gonna be like, yeah, I'm trying to be like her. But it's like, she has like a certain crowd, but like, her crowd ain't like.
But these people have to realize that whether they know it or not, the things they say and the things they do is gonna be like looked at like on a
Analyzed.
scope. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's gonna be
of course.
analyzed like crazily. So like you can't, and especially with everything going on today right now, you can't. And if you claim for that to be your best friend or whatever, you can't post something like that and then call her a pet orangutan with everything going on. Like I don't know if like what the end goal was for her to. Maybe she wanted some hype or like wanted people to talk about it. Like we're talking about it.
Just talking shit, but I was like,
Yeah, but there's a
call
way.
me a lot of things. You could, you know, it's my bitch. This and that.
Yeah, right.
Like if you call me your pet anything,
That's
fuck
what I'm
pet
saying.
orangutan. But the orangutan part was like, I was like, wow, you're calling this girl like a monkey, like you're a pet monkey. Like what? As a black girl in 2020?
Okay, but look. Okay, here's my question again. Do you think that this is just the first time? And do you think that she's checked her before?
No, because this is the thing, like that's a hairstylist. I don't know if she's checked her or not, but that's a hairstylist in the industry. Like she's probably like happy to be doing the hair. She's getting paid more. So I feel like people in the industry, especially black, dark skinned women, they take so much. Like these light skinned women be reeking of like my mom is white and she has filled me with fucking bullshit and colorism, and they don't even notice it. But I don't know how you can't notice something that like blatant. But it's crazy because she'll know
Because they've
that
never
moment.
experienced it though.
And that's crazy because she will look at it and she'll know for sure. Like nobody's gonna cancel this girl. She's still gonna be out there. People are still gonna buy her ticket. That video is well known. It was trending on Twitter. Like, people are still gonna talk about it forever. But it's never gonna affect her career. So it's like even if that girl said
Should
it,
it?
it should.
Do you think so?
Absolutely, it
Alright.
should. It should.
Alright, hey.
My
I just asked a question.
my take on this, what you said is not going to affect your career. It's going to affect your career.
No, it will to people,
Let's
but
be
like
fair.
not in a full like
But
getting her canceled.
You gotta understand, right? In this microwave era, everything is for clicks. So she's doing all this shit. My name is Mulatto. I'm reclaiming the name. This and that. It's for clicks. It's fast clicks, right? Look at what 6ix9ine did. All that troll and everything. Fast clicks. Before he went to jail, he was on top of the world. This nigga number one, and no one even cared about all the bullshit he was doing. As soon as he got locked up and snitched, his whole career changed. Everything changed. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying she's
But I
gonna
feel
go
like
to
it's a
jail.
different circumstance though.
No,
because-
listen, I'm not saying she's gonna go to jail. I'm not saying this and that. I'm just saying that all that bullshit eventually dies down.
That's
it.
true.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
just like how Soulja Boy came out talking about Tyga, that nigga for at least a month was popping. His music was on the rise. What happened? It all came down. This mulatto girl, from what I've heard, she can rap. She's talented. But talent don't matter if your personality. Me personally, I'm not gonna listen to your music if you're derogatory towards your fellow black women.
But this is the thing. But the way that you can argue that is the same way how there's mad rappers who have like disrespected black women, who have disrespected the fuck out there black women. Like, look at Future. Why have we not? I fucking hate Future. Why have we not canceled Future?
Right.
Future is so fucking disrespectful, and it's like this nigga's God. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yo, honestly,
Like, no, like literally. But what I'm trying to say is, see, like you can rap and you can do whatever. Like people don't give a fuck. Like in this society, I feel like people are used to these artists like saying crazy shit, doing crazy shit. So what I mean
But that's
by
a part of
that
the
is,
business though.
of course, but it's wrong. But what I mean is, she could still have her followers. She could still do whatever. Like obviously, people who take that wrong are gonna be like, all right, we don't fuck with you if they really mean that. But what I'm trying to say is, it's gonna die down just like you said, and everybody's gonna go back to, oh.
And I hate that
Yeah.
shit.
You know, that's what I'm trying to say. That's never gonna affect her career because she could go back tomorrow. She'll throw out a really nice cipher. She'll throw out this, and people will be like, "Oh, my gosh, she's so good!" Like, and she is. Like when I did see the little thing she did, I was like, "Okay, she's really good." I was like, "Man," but we can't like, because if she says this, just off lip.
That's what I'm saying.
What does she say to this girl or other people or treat other dark-skinned dancers this, because like just because she's light-skinned don't mean the background dancers are, don't mean the people working on set is. So it's like, I don't know, I just get really bothered when people treat black women like that bad. Because black women are trying to come up in this industry, whether it's hairstylists, nails, this, that, other artists, and it's like music. And it's like, I low-key wouldn't want someone who said that, like Mulatto saying that, to work with someone
To
like Meg
represent
Thee
you
Stallion.
You're
Or something like this, and they were comparing her. They were talking about how, mulatto is what y'all want Meg Thee Stallion to be,
I saw that.
and that she's like
I saw that too.
masculine. And I was just like,
I don't
why would
understand
you
like
say
what that
that?
means.
Because she's light skinned, and it's like, it's just so sad that we don't understand.
Why do you have to
that
pit them against each other anyway? I
Exactly.
saw
Why
that
can't
too.
they? Because Nicki, Cardi, all of them, they were just celebrating. Wow, oh yes, great, 2 black women doing a great music video. Now we got Mulatto, a light skin, and people want to compare her to Meg, who has quite obviously earned her accolades and her spot. And it's like, y'all ain't gonna take this away from her. But the thing is, like, it's disrespectful because everybody should just be able to play at the same field and have fun.
But they never will though.
Of course,
Unfortunately.
they won't, but.
Like,
I mean, with rap, obviously, rap is just full of competition. That's how it is. That's how it's always been. To be fair,
And it should be healthy.
that's how it's
You
always
know?
been, but it's not. It's never really been healthy competition because, like, we have obviously disses, we have things like that that occur in music. But the thing that I can say is that if it's gonna be in music, let it be art and let it not be something that you live your life towards. You know what I'm saying? Like, Future can talk about all the breakups and all that stuff. He can talk about all that he wants, but like, if you're gonna sit here and not pay your child support, or you're gonna give your baby mother however much money you're gonna give her, which is obviously
a lot.
it could be a lot, to be fair, yo. It could be a lot, or it could be not enough, not as much as you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Sierra basically cut ties. Or like,
Then Russell
Baby
Wilson
Future
literally
calls-
takes care of this man. Like,
Baby
that's his
Future.
son.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
And
Russell
he
Wilson
said
takes
it
care.
publicly. I would take care of his son. Like, I would take care of this boy. We don't need as much money as Future has, as much children as he cannot just go and get a vasectomy from saving his life. Every single child is just looking like, where's my dad? When I see people like Future and like even like just men and women, Future, Mulatto, this, that, when they do and like say these things, I'm just like, damn, like, cause when we really said we're canceling Tory, like every time like I hear a Tory Lanez song or like whenever I come up across one that I haven't deleted, like I'm like delete, cause it's just like it's more than just the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because these people are speaking on real shit. So now when I'm listening to Mulatto's like music and she, the playful like, oh, I'm gonna take your nigga and fuck this bitch and this that, I'm just be like, damn, you a colorist bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna think about that and be like, that's so crazy, cause like we talk about it like this, but the way that it's affecting these women who are actually in that industry right now is insane. Like, there are women who should be above Mulatto who aren't right now. And she's still allowed to have a platform and do these things and say these things. The niggas and bitches are still gonna be like, oh my god, yes, she's so cute, we love her. It's like, alright.
What's funny is she stands in a room of black women, and obviously she's a light skin, she stands out. She thinks this colorism, right? When you go into a room full of white women, you a black girl.
You're a black girl.
So don't start playing that black card when you're in a room full of white women and they're looking at you like, who is this girl? Like, oh no, I'm one of you. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. So you're gonna play this shit for the people that actually can support you, and you're gonna play all this bullshit that you're doing.
That is her audience.
Trust me, like I said, it's all gonna die out. It's all gonna die out, though. At the end of the day, she's gonna get into these rooms with white executives, with white label people that's gonna put her in a bad contract, and they're gonna turn her back on her. So as much as she wants to do all this to darker skinned women,
but that's what I'm gonna say.
the white women, they're not gonna sit there and support you. So go ahead, push away all the black women on your side. Go ahead, do it. And eventually you're gonna see the results of it. That's it. That's what's gonna happen.
It's facts, y'all. Don't be colorist. It's 2020. Look up the definition of colorism. Stop arguing with dark skinned people that it's not against dark skinned people.
I just think it's just very piss poor on her part. Like, you know what's going on, you know what's up, and then
especially when the height of everything we're going through right now.
and
That's
to
really
post it too, just for, even if it's for just clickbait or whatever, like that still just doesn't make sense. Then show like the other girl's face and shit like that. Oh yeah, nah, see? Like, nah, I would have felt some type of way too. Like, that's the type of shit like that. Like, you know, everything's all fine and dandy when, you know, grinding and you're working and shit like that. But once, you know, you have someone that like gets to the top and they get a little, you know, fame and some notoriety, niggas really do start like acting different. And like, you know, that's like, I don't know what type of relationship they have. You know?
I just love when we have like, cause we have such few like female rappers, and I hate when they are coming up and then they're like setting the tone for like the next generation to be like mean, you know, nasty mean girls. Cause it's like, I want it to be more.
But that's how they get their foot in the door, though.
I know, but I'm saying like, I wish they could set a different tone. Cause there's so many other black women, Meg Thee Stallion, this, that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all try to like put up black women as much as they can. Even city girls
talk all that shit, but they still
will put up for black women. They'll still say what it is, and it's like, that's what I'm trying to say. That you can always set the tone. Like, you can set the tone for what it is looking like to walk into that industry. You don't have to make it so that you're a bitch and like everybody fucking, you know, knows that you're a bitch and that's the way to be. Like, you can uplift other black women and still be in the same room. Like, there's more than enough.
And it's okay to do that.
Exactly. There's more than enough room. There's not enough. Look at all these rappers. I mean, there's so many.
It puts pressure on each other on.
Yeah.
What we're doing right now, someone could do this shit in their living room and stream a million
and I'll be
things.
like, great. And I'll be like, that's
this.
amazing. But there is more than enough to go around for everybody. But you gotta set the tone. Like, being a bitch and being rude and tearing down other black women, especially in this era we're in, where we're trying to empower each other, it doesn't set a good tone. Because like, there are other female rappers who are younger than you watching you. And it doesn't matter if they're light skinned. It doesn't matter if they're and you know, kids are so impressionable this age of social media. They see that shit, they see y'all, and they think that's the aesthetic that they gotta go for. And it's wrong, because even though people say, oh, this is the industry, this is that, like, you can change what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? If I was to walk into whatever industry, I would hope that my efforts of trying to uplift black women would rub off on other people. It's all about one person. But then it can only take one person to bring all that shit, like, right now. And I feel like, you know, that's just what I really don't like about
Women have to uplift women. Men have to uplift women. We have to also have to protect them. And we can't. Black women. And we can't. Black women can't, you know, degrade other black women just because they may work for them or just because they're in a high position of power or whatever, what have you. Like, and you can.
Because your hair would not be done without that black woman, sis.
And there can be two black women or plentiful black women.